said that for the fact that cleft deformities are very traceable or treatable, no child in Anambra State should be left to suffer from it or from the notorious stigma that comes with it. Mrs. Soludo explained that the partnership with Smile Train is to treat anyone with cleft deformity in Anambra State free of charge is in the best interest of those with cleft problem, with the target being to bring the counts of such deformities in the state to zero. She urged parents and families that children with cleft lip or platelets or anyone that knows a child with such problem to refer them to Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakoka, or to the closest public health facility where they will be immediately taken in for free treatment. She also asked anyone who wishes to bring information about a person with a problem or issues relating to treatment to call the following numbers: 09036-322-7856 or 0813-417577 for quick attention. Mrs. Soludo further reassured the treatment for cleft lip and platelets are total free in Anambra State and encourage people to take advantage of such opportunity. The First Lady also commended Smile Train for the partnership, stressing that her husband's administration is always exploring best option for the well-being of all residents of the state. The Anambra State government, through the Ministry of Women and Children Affairs in conjunction with the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, have given food crops of various types to 160 women in 4 villages of Umuezianam, Anambra West local government area. The crops given to the women were rice seedlings, potato stem, groundnuts, pepper, watermelon seeds, and cucumber. Chibuzo Okoye was there in our report.
Handing over the crops to the women, the Anambra State Commissioner for Women and Children Affairs, Mrs. Ify Obinabo, said that it was a way to keep supporting those affected by the 2022 flood disaster. The state government wrote to UNICEF for support for all those affected by the last year's deluge and obliged, hence the distribution of the farm crops, and noted that UNICEF is equally supporting the state government in different other ways. Mrs. Obinabo explained that the various supports Anambra State government is receiving from development partners is as a result of their trust in the administration of Governor Chukwuma Soludo, which she said is prudent in the management of the state's scarce resources. According to the commissioner, they will also visit other communities in Anambra West, and that the exercise is designed to cover the 7 local government areas that usually experience flooding in the state, and maintained that UNICEF has promised to bring the farm crops earlier next time. As a means of realization after work, Commissioner Obinabo revealed that they built 4 football goal posts, 2 volleyball courts, among others, in Umuezianam for women to catch fun, and urged them to ensure the safety of the gaming facilities.
Going to cover the 7 local governments that normally experience flooding. So we are thanking the UNICEF people, and not just the things we gave them for farming, these other things we gave them for outdoor and indoor exercise. They should own it up, take care of it and make use of it.
In their various remarks, Messrs. Teresa Anijobi and Uzochukwu Chenwoba appreciated the Anambra State government and UNICEF for remembering them, even as they praised the doggedness of Mrs. Obinabo in ensuring that the crops were judiciously distributed. Distribution of the crops and handing over of the sporting kits to the villagers climaxed the event. From Umuezianam in Anambra West local government area, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA Faithful, has expressed happiness with the outcome of the just concluded 2023 National Convention and election of new national executive members of the party, describing the election as credible and transparent. This was the reactions of some members of the party shortly after the convention held at the International Convention Center in Awka, which saw the emergence of Barrister Sylvester Ezeokenwa from Anambra State as national chairman of the party, while Comrade Onyebuchi Eze from Ebonyi State emerged the national youth leader, among others. correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
The election of the new executive members of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, which was done through a voice vote, attracted delegates from the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, as officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) were present to observe the election. A staunch member and stakeholder of the party from Obo in Orumba North local government area, Chief Thank-God Ibe, while commending the leadership of APGA for organizing a hitch-free convention, commended the immediate past national chairman of the party, Dr. Victor Oye, for repositioning the party and achieving much within the 8 years of his leadership, asking the newly elected chairman and his team to toe his step and make the party greater.
He's a man of honor and integrity with transparency. We will miss him. We will miss him in the party. We need people like him more in this party. And I believe the new ESCOs, the new national chairman will toe his footstep and to take this party to the next level.
Another member of the party and former national chairman, South, Mr. Tony Eboka, expressed delight with the outcome of the 2023 National Convention, saying that the election portrayed what APGA stands for, which according to him is brotherly love and unity. For the new national youth leader of the party, Comrade Eze, APGA is the solution to numerous challenges facing Nigeria, and as such, Nigerians should embrace the party, as according to him, it is a party with the interests of the people at heart, and promised to collaborate with the national chairman of the party to ensure that youths are carried along in the scheme of things.
I see APGA as the only democratic party in Nigeria. Even from this convention, you will know that they are very, very democratic. And what they believe in, federalism and components of the states, they believe in it, shows that they believe in democracy. So I think APGA is a party that's supposed to be in charge of this country.
Earlier in a speech, the new APGA national chairman, Barrister Eze Okenwa, thanked APGA faithful for finding him and his team worthy to serve, and promised that his administration will take the party to an enviable heights, and solicited their support to enable him and his team achieve their mandate.
We have duties to others and duties to ourselves, and we can shake neither. APGA is today on the rise to a new level of excellence.
From International Convention Center in Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
The traditional ruler of Awka community, Obi Gibson Nwosu, has commended the people of Awka community, especially the youth, for their peaceful conduct during the just concluded Egui Moka festival. Speaking in an interview with ABS, Obi Nwosu, who described Egui Moka as one of the prominent cultural festivals in Awka community, designed to ensure the sustainability of rich cultural heritage of Awka Asian Kingdom. Obi Nwosu said that plans are underway towards making Egui Moka Festival a tourist attraction, and condemned the activities of some non-indigenes of Awka who are infiltrating the rich cultural heritage of Awka, thereby giving the community a bad reputation. The traditional ruler of Awka community has told the dexterity of some young or age grades and cultural proponents in Awka, the state capital, who work towards making the 2023 Egui Moka Festival remarkable and rewarding. Obi Nwosu, who is one time the vice chairman of Anambra State Traditional Ruler Council, commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for a series of infrastructural development going on in Awka, the state capital, reassured him of the support of the people of Awka towards making this administration a good one. He cautioned youths of Awka extraction against art capable of retarding the speed of development in Awka, the state capital. All is now set for the third session of the 5th Synod of Anglican Diocese of Amici at St. Philip's Anglican Community, Eziama Amici, Nnewi South Council area. The host church is now wearing a new look following the renovation work, installation of infrastructures and other preparation in the church. The Bishop of the Diocese, Right Reverend Ephraim Ikako, accompanied by a host of clergy and the Synod Planning Committee, inspected some strategic areas, including different sections of the church, the refectory, among other places. Staff reporter Njideka Okoye now completes the story.
The synod, with the theme Clearing the Identity Crisis, who is actually a Christian, will commence on 8th and end on 11th of this month, and will draw its delegates from all the archdeaconries and churches in Amici Diocese. Speaking in a press conference after the inspection, Bishop Ikako, who thanked God that Amici Diocese is 15 years synodically, the Anglican prelate said that the synod team will explain the identity crisis, who is actually a Christian, and the true Christianity, as there is need to address the matter so that church members and the society will come to terms, saying that identity crisis means that the originality and clarity of a thing is in question and contaminated, that you can no longer testify which is which. He said that a true Christian is known by the fruit he or she bears, which includes fruit of righteousness, forgiveness, humility, having personal encounter with Jesus Christ, among others. Bishop Ikako, who stated that synod is also the period when a bishop gives scorecard of his stewardship within the synod year, listed some of the achievements of the diocese within the year to include building and dedication of a 3-story hostel for the Diocesan School of Nursing and Midwifery, installation of 100 kVA generator sets and solar power for the school, upgrading of the students' intake for the school, and as well the National Board for Technical Education planned visit for the award of Higher National Diploma Program for the school in August this year.
A true Christian is known by the fruit he or she bears. Fruit of righteousness, fruit of forgiveness. The Christian is one who has intentionally, purposefully, and experientially encountered Jesus Christ as his or her personal Lord and Savior.
Questions and answers featured during the press conference. From Amici, Njideka Okoye, ABS News.
When ABS News returns, President Tinubu meets with security chiefs in Abuja. U.S.-Israeli woman dies after 22 years in coma. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Stay with us.
A peak protein breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes to his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protein Breakfast. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Peak protein breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes to his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protein Breakfast. Peak.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, you're watching ABS Evening News. The President, Bola Tinubu, has met with the service chief led by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, at the State House, Abuja. The closed-door session comprised the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Gambo, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Isiaka Mao, and the Inspector General Police, Usman Baba. Thursday meeting is the President's first official engagement with security herdsmen since assuming office on Monday. Although the meeting's agenda is not yet public, the meeting may feature a briefing from each security chief to keep the President abreast with the state of the nation's security. In his inaugural address on Monday, Tinubu had promised Nigerians that security will be the top priority for his administration. On the foreign scene, a U.S.-Israeli woman has died after 22 years in coma from injuries suffered in a Palestinian suicide bombing at a pizza restaurant in Jerusalem. Ms. China Nachembeg was 31 at the time of the attack at the Sobron Pizarre, which killed 15 other people, including 7 children and a pregnant woman. She is the third U.S. national to die as a result of the bombing in August 2001. The U.S. is seeking the extradition from Jordan of a woman convicted by Israel for murder for her role in the attack. Alma Tamamimi, who was born in the occupied West Bank as Jordanian citizenship, was given 16 life sentences by an Israeli court in 2003. She was released in 2011 as part of a deal to free an Israeli soldier held captive for more than 5 years by Palestinian Hamas militant in Gaza. In sport, the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, has owned up to failing to fulfill the contractual obligation to coaches on their employments. There have been constant reports of the NFF's failure to pay Super Eagles head coach Jose Peseiro and his Super Falcons counterpart Randy Waldrum salaries as when due. Other national teams also reportedly earned several months' salary by the NFF. The Director of Communication, Ademola Olajire, admitted that the football house is currently crash-strapped and cannot pay its workers. Aside from the coaches, players of the different national teams are also owed camp allowances and matches bonuses. That's the size of our package tonight, but remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Twitter at ABS Radio TV. On Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point again, Anambra Governor's wife, Dr. Soludo, has called on citizens to take advantage of the free child cleft deformity treatments. Over 100 women in Umueze Anamo, Anambra West local government area have received food crops from Ministry of Women and Children Affairs. On national matters, we told you President Tinubu has met with security chiefs in Abuja. On the foreign scene, U.S.-Israeli woman has died after 22 years in coma. Before we go, here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for watching. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Good night.